This is a fashion shoot for a company called New Nomads. They're a New York startup whose very foundations are built on coolness with a conscience. Go to the website, it'll tell you how and where the company's products are made, even how the workers who made them are treated. This is one of a new breed of brands beginning to emerge on the global fashion scene right now, showing off a whole new level of transparency. This website offers vegan-only fashion, including New Nomads. They know exactly who they're taking on.
The kinds of brands that we sell tend to be really relatively small, independent, slow fashion brands. They're very purpose-driven, and they take a lot of pains to understand every element of their supply chain. I mean, they've created every element of their supply chain, and they're very transparent about it.
That's largely the antithesis of what's helped turn the fashion industry into a $2.4 trillion business in recent decades. The sector's drawn increasing criticism for generating profits that have come at a cost further down the supply chain, which often went unseen. Even now, says author Dana Thomas, many of the big names fall far short.
If they can make more money by being transparent, if they can make more money by being sustainable, if it's smart business, then they'll do it. But no business is going to change their business model simply because it's the right thing to do. They have to have economic incentive.
That means legislation, or perhaps just ostracisation. Social media makes that easier. This prominent Instagram account, for example, exposes brands that copy others. A sign that calls for transparency in the fashion industry come in many different forms. Having fewer shoppers in store lately may have changed the demand for information.
Consumer habits have dramatically shifted during the course of the pandemic, so there's far fewer people packing into places like Oxford Street here in central London, for example, and far more purchases taking place online. Now, what that arguably means is that it's far easier for people to really take the time to look into a product and the company behind it before they buy.
In a world awash with information, though, do consumers really want to know everything?
Not really, because I'm very tight in budget.
Oh, really? Okay, so
Yeah.
you buy based on price mostly?
Yeah, and quality.
A lot of companies say that the clothing is made of like 100% sustainable or like recyclable, but you don't actually know where it's come from.
I'm definitely pro this transparency from the companies. When I go into a company like whatever, Nike or whatever else, does it cross my mind too much? Admittedly not.
A handful of smaller fashion brands are laying down a challenge that many of their much larger competitors remain reluctant to fully embrace.